Just like how you saw it in those commercials and those advertisements, I shit you not, it's really simple and it's very secure. This right here is the StopBox review. They go for around $199. Right here, this size, you get two. You have the compact size, then you have the full size here. When I had purchased one of them, there was a promotion. It came with two, so you purchase one, you get both. Oh shit. Let me open those so you get to see what they look like compared next to each other. Compact size, I don't own a firearm that fits this. Smith & Wesson, the 2.0. It's the 4.25 inch barrel. I think this is supposed to be like the compact version of this model, but really the hand grip is it's pretty much full size. It doesn't really fit here. I mean, I guess it could without this light, but that's just giving you a reference. Okay, so with the StopBox, I kind of want to clear some things out of the way. The StopBox is more like a lockbox. I will tell you the difference between a safe and a lockbox. Do not get this confused. A lot of people get disappointed because they buy this thinking it works like a safe. It does not. It's cool because right here you get to set your own pass key. They're given some of these here and you get to change them out. They're numbered by 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right, these little keys, and you set them however you want. Each number represents a function, and then you get to set your own pass key to this thing. A cool thing about the StopBox is that no, it's not digital, it's not electronic, you don't need a key, it's purely mechanical, so this thing will never die. You will always have access to it 24/7, however you need it, and it's really fast. It's faster than having a key and trying to look for the key when you need it, and then open it when you need access to your firearm. This is really fast, just like how you saw it in those commercials and those advertisements. I shit you not, it's really simple and it's very secure. So that's a good thing about this StopBox, and that's why I like it. It's a good investment, it's a good purchase if you know the intended use and what it's for. On the bottom of the StopBox, you have these rubber like pads, these circular pads. This is good because it grips onto a lot of surfaces. Once you have it sitting on a flat surface, it's really hard, right, to move it, right? Like for reference, here's my candle, okay? Look at this, see that? All right, well, look at this. That's good. So I like that about this as well. When my kid tries to grab this StopBox, she can't pick it up because she's small, big enough to have interest in things, but not big enough to, like, for instance, be able to pick this up off the counter, especially like drag it off the counter. It's too hard for her to move, so that's a bonus with this. Right? Further on, for intended use, this is more like a lockbox than a safe, because the way you are supposed to use this is for when you're home, right? It's for when you're home, or when your wife is home, and your wife can have custody and handle the firearm, or when I'm home and I can have custody of and handle the firearm. It's for when you're home and you don't want to have your firearm in the safe because it might take too long to access it when you need it. Therefore, you have your StopBox. It's here for quick access when you are home, so that when you hear something crazy, someone busting in the door, maybe, whatever, worst case scenario, boom, open it real quick, you have access to it, okay? And that's it. That's as far as it goes. It's not meant for you to have a firearm, close it, and then leave it on your kitchen counter, leave it under your bed, leave it wherever you think you should leave it, and then leave, because it's not a safe. Someone could just pick this up. Someone can literally pick this up and take it. And yes, there is an accessory like a hook where you can put through here. It's like a metal cable, and that metal cable extends out and you can hook it onto a bed frame, something metallic, something fixed, something hard to move. That way this is tethered onto something. But in all reality, like, it's good to keep your kid from taking your StopBox when you're home and you're not paying attention. It's not good as means of a primary safe. That's redunculous. Anything else, Monks?
I know you touched on this, but each one of these can be replaced, changed, and like you can either push them all the way down or not or whatever, but there's like thousands of different combinations you can do.
Yeah, I don't know about the exact number of combinations, but I know it's quite a bit. But yeah, so when you get those keys here and they're ordered by number, each number represents a different function. I don't know them off the top of my head, but let's say if one of these keys is number 1, that means it's inert. It doesn't work. It's like a dummy key. If one of these keys is labeled number 2, that means it's half press. If you press it all the way in, it doesn't work. If you just let it do that, it doesn't work. It needs to be half pressed for it to work. And then if it's label number 3, that's a full press. And then label number 4, I don't know, maybe it's just up to 3 numbers, but you get the gist, right? So that's a lot of different possibilities. I ask adults to try and open this and they don't know the code. They don't even know how to do it. They don't know the functionality. They don't even know that when you open it, you're supposed to press down and then do your key, and then they don't know any of that, which is cool because obviously you know how to do it, but people who shouldn't know how to do it really don't know how to do it, and it's hard. Even when I give them like the code and I tell them like this is the pattern and this is what you do, it's still kind of tough for them to open it just because of how it's intended to operate, which is another plus. Once you get it, it might be awkward the first like 5-6 times. You might be put off by it, but I promise you, give it like an hour, 2 hours of just practicing it. You'll have it down packed. It's second nature. It's not even hard to open. So that's really good. Moving on, I've had these stop boxes for 4 months and I really enjoy it. I really like the product. It makes me feel safe. I feel good knowing that I can have my firearm easily accessible. I can take this with me to the coffee table and then just set it under the coffee table, just like that. No worries, no harms. I'm all chill. I feel good. I'm practicing firearm safety at all times. It's good. It's the responsible thing to do. It really hasn't given us much problems. It's still very easy to open. Now, I will say, okay, I took this to Bureau of Land Management, public lands for recreational shooting. Where I'm from, that area is kind of dusty, and I took this out there. I had it opened, just like this, nothing crazy. I just rested it. I rested it on the floor. The wind was kicking up. There was no like dust storms or sandstorms. It was just, wind. And some light dust, some light sand got on my stop box. Not enough to even like look at it and see like, oh, there's sand on here. You couldn't even tell. Only way I knew that there was sand in it is because when I went to go close it, like you can see what I'm about to show you right now. You see how, look, you see this? Even from back here, okay? I'm closing it from back here. This locking mechanism isn't setting. And that's because there's some sand somewhere in here that needs to be cleaned. And it was a small amount of sand, and I feel like for $200, like that shouldn't be happening. This one out, right? The one that hasn't been out in the...
This one hasn't even really been
This one hasn't been anywhere. It hasn't been used that much. But if you rest it here, if I just close it from the back, it closes. If I try to close it from here, it will not. I have to put hard pressure to close it. And look at this. Closes. And then look at this one. Doesn't close. Right? Doesn't close. Closes. So it's to give it a good smack.
Do it so for the people can see, take your stuff out of it and see if that, because I'm just saying because it doesn't make a difference. Like it's still not going to close. But just in case somebody wants to say, oh, it's because that one has nothing in it and that one has something in it, it's still not going to close.
Yeah. So you see that?
Yeah.
So no firearm, right? It's still doing the same thing.
Yeah. It's not locked. Like it didn't close.
Gentlemen, you would think that I've owned this for quite some time and I would know that it's not supposed to do that with a firearm in it or no firearm in it.
I'm just saying.
So, you know what I'm saying? But just for you people over here trying to make excuses, I'm just letting you know what's up. I'm looking out for you, actually. So it's just so that when you make this purchase, you can, know the pros and cons with it. And lastly, my last note, actually, I said I might not do it. I think I will. The customer service. So when I found out that this stop box was having a little bit of functionality issues, me and my wife, we reached out to customer service and we emailed them. We told them what was going on. They requested that we sent them a video so they could see for themselves like what was really going down with it. I can't blame them. I feel like a lot of people, yeah, it's good. It's good. And I feel like a lot of people, they really don't know how to use this and they're pissed. So they say, oh, my shit's broken when it's not. So I get it. So we sent them a video and I told them in the email, in writing, and I believe also in the video, but if not in the video, we told them in writing in the email. I said, I've had this stop box for 4 or 5 months. I've been using it.
Yeah.
Using it. That means
actively
that means I know how to open it and close it, right? I've set my own path. I've been using it. And then so I sent them the video, right, showing how it was really hard to open this thing. And they replied to me saying, "Oh, we see what's wrong. You're putting in the wrong code." How can they know I'm putting in the wrong code? They don't know the code I have set in. They assumed that I'm like a first time, I'm a first time buyer and I don't know how to use the box I purchased, and I'm telling them I'm upset. Like, did they even read the email? Did they read what I sent? I told them the scenario. I said, I've had this for some time now. The functionality has been degraded. Can you fix it or send me a replacement? And they told me in response, "Oh, we see the issue. Sir, you're putting in the wrong passcode." That was a little upsetting because I felt like it's like they didn't read it. It's like they didn't really watch the video fully through. So I resent them a video. Thank God I had a second one for reference, and I showed them the comparison. And then that's when they were like, "Oh, my apologies, sir. Thank you for the second StopBox as reference. Yes, go ahead and print the label out that we're going to send you, attach it to the box that you will put the StopBox in, and return it to us so that we can send a replacement."
They sent us a free shipping label, which I do say that is very nice, and it was very like after we sent that second video, it was very like, oh, okay, you know what? She did say, "Oh, that was my bad. Like, I understand." And then she's like, "Here's the label. Like, just send it to us and we'll fix it." We obviously haven't sent it yet, and we just did this
like 2 days ago.
Yeah, like yesterday.
Yeah.
So a day ago.
I do like this product. I feel like personally it is better than having a safe, like a little mini safe on your nightstand, which like you have to press buttons how can you see in the dark and press your buttons to put in your pass key? Or maybe some of them light up, but then how fast is putting a 4-digit code, beep, 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 and then hearing the beep, 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 and then the unlock mechanism compared to, you know what I'm saying? And then also the lock and key one, a little mini safe where maybe you don't want to put in a passcode, you want to use a key. Well, God forbid your daughter moves your key, or God forbid you misplaced your key, or God forbid, it's just because
God forbid your daughter uses the key to open it.
Yeah, no kidding, right? And I get it. You can mitigate the possibility of your key getting lost. You can put everything in place to make sure that doesn't happen. But the point is, with this, everything you need is in one piece. If you're talking about a lockbox or a safe, a mini safe by your nightstand, that the safe is right there, but then the unlocking mechanism is a secondary piece apart from the whole unit. Okay, now that's a whole separate thing. This is all in one. So I prefer this.
In our video too that we sent them, with enough pressure with the right code, it can't be the wrong code, but with enough pressure with the right code, you can unstick the button.
Yeah.
Right? Like the unlocking button.
To add to that though, and a little bit of dirt got in it. And it caused these buttons to get jammed. And now it's kind of degraded in performance, but that's a key takeaway. I want you guys to know that that's what happened when I took this to the range for the first time, and that's what ended up happening to the StopBox. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If you do want to use this, right, like how I'm saying for your nightstand, probably don't take it to the range where there's a little bit of dirt, because it could degrade performance, it's kind of disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. I wish that wasn't the case, because like I do think it's a great product, but come on, like a little bit of dirt. Like if it was a belligerent pile of sand that I just dumped on the lot, like the keys here, like I would get it, but
and it was only one time.
Mm-hmm. So all that to say, if you don't take it to any place other than your home, so like your nightstand, your desk, your kitchen, and then into your safe, and then back out on rotation and just keep it in your home, then
you can travel with it.
You can travel with it.
Yeah. Don't travel to the dirt.
Just don't travel to the dirt. Then everything will work just fine. Everything will work perfectly. That's it. That is the overall review. Not crazy, not much to it. It's just for your thoughts, so that if you want to invest in one of these, hopefully I gave you some better insight so that you can make the proper decision for yourself. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment. I think this is better than a lockbox, like a little lock and key lockbox, or anything digital, anything that requires a secondary separate key to unlock. This is like way better, far better. If you disagree, let me know why and what you think is a better option. But that's it, man. Have a good one.